Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021 as we continue our Kidderminster Kids series, where we're only going to be playing homegrown at club players or younger players that are going to develop into homegrown at club players. And so far this first season, things have been going not super great, although a couple of our guys are starting to develop, which is good to see. And we're scoring some goals. We're just letting a lot of goals get past us as well. So let's get into the episode. All right, here we are. All right, Editor Broyar here again. It's like the guy just doesn't want to get paid. Like, I want to get paid someday to do this job. I'm not going to edit videos for free forever. Anyway, please, if you like this content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the bell notification, and comment below any thoughts or suggestions or ideas that you have, because again, I do read all of the comments and reply to as many of them as I can. I do appreciate all of the help and support. Thank you. Back to the video. Last couple of games you guys saw was the AFC Telford and the York game. We then won the next game against Farsley here with a pair of goals from Mentis. Mentis is starting to score some goals, starting to look pretty good in that spot and starting to develop slowly but surely. He's getting there. We then lost to Chorley. We did get a goal from Sterling James in the early on, but then they scored 3 goals against us as the game went on. Just honestly, like I said, we're scoring goals here and there, but we're just letting goals get past us as well, which is very unfortunate to see. We then went up against Southport. Not a single goal on our side in this game. A pair of goals from them. Again, another rough run of things. Then we went up against Blythe here. They went up early. We drew back up. Then they went up again, and I'm sorry. Then we went up 2-1, and I got it backwards. We went up early. They got back and tied. We went up 2-1, and I'm like, okay, this is looking pretty good. And then they just went in the second half and scored 3 goals. It was just very painful to watch. And like I said, we are scoring goals, and the goals that we're scoring look good. They look like the type of goals you want to score. Like everybody's moving the way they need to move, and you're passing properly, and everything's going good. So I'm seeing moments and elements of good things. But then we just give up ridiculous goals on the other side. So our defense definitely seems to be our weakness at the moment. So we definitely need to work on that as much as possible. It's interesting that our new goalkeeper, and I'll show you him in a second, got a 7.1 despite giving up 4 goals. Kind of crazy. We then went into our FA Trophy second round, put up 3 goals. We got a goal from Kellerman and a pair of goals from Mentis late. So pretty dominant win there. Then Curzon Ashton. Oh, this is painful. We went up 2-0, and I'm like, okay, we got this. We're going to get another win. Then they scored in the 67th minute, and then they scored super late in the 88th minute. Just, again, it's another one of those situations where we're playing well, but our defense just is not really holding on as much as it needs to. So very unfortunate to see that. Then we went up against Chelmsford in our FA Trophy third round. This is a Vanarama National South team. So, around our level, beating them 1-0 with a late goal from Mentis. Not too bad overall. Today we play Fylde, and then 2 days later, we played Leamington as well. So we're going to show both those games here momentarily. And this is the end of December. So tomorrow is what would normally be a January transfer window. I don't think there's actually transfer windows in this league, is there? Because I haven't seen anything come up. I think that's just at this level, you can transfer whenever. So, but what that does mean is that maybe there's some guys that we can get off of other like higher up teams transfer windows that maybe are less, not as good or something like that. Maybe they'll release some youngsters that we can pick up or something like that. We shall see. We don't have a ton of finances left, about 10,000, and we're a little bit over on our wage budget, although I can move some stuff around to get that working properly for us. Like I said, we did bring in some transfers. One more transfer. We brought in this Jack Barrett guy. He comes in as a goalkeeper. Current ability 2-star, so solid 2-star ability right now. Could go as high 5-star. So we are going to start featuring him as much as possible, try to get him to develop. And I also mentioned that we have a couple players developing. So if we go look at Mentis real quick, you can see that he's starting to develop a little bit. Not super fast, but he's getting there. But then if we go look at, where is he? Come this way. White here. There we go. I was like, what was it? I know his first name was Jaden. I was like, what was his last name again? I was trying to say Jaden Smith, Jaden White. If we go look at his progress, he's actually developing quite a bit faster. So he's doing a really, really good job overall. And he's actually currently on a 3-star current ability, which not bad for an 18-year-old. So Good stuff from a couple of our players starting to develop a little bit. Plus, we should be getting our youth intake here in a little bit. It's coming up around the corner. But here's the team we're going to be bringing to File today. We've got Richards on the left, Taylor and Penny in the middle, Moyo on the right-hand side. Again, Barrett is going to play in as the goalkeeper for us. We've got Maxwell, Martin, and Kellerman in the midfield. Sterling James on the left-hand side, White playing on the right, and Mentis, who's got 10 goals now. 10 goals from a youngster. Not half bad coming in on the place, moving him up to a poacher role. He seems to be playing that a little bit better lately. All right, let's go, guys, and get something going here. I think we have a chance to turn a little bit of this around, at least enough of it around to survive relegation. I think we can get that. It's not going to be super easy, again, because I'm trying to play the long game, and the long game is a bit risky, you know, because by playing the long game, we are potentially going to, you know, lose a lot of games, which could make it unrecoverable at some point, but hopefully we're going to be okay. If we can get a result here against Filed, who is number 4 in the league, I mean, that would be a result against Filed, honestly, would be a draw. It's a nice rainy day today on our home field. White pushing up this right-hand side. Going to get it back over to Martin. Martin gets it over to Moyo on the right. Moyo's going to hopefully have a chance to cross it inside. He's going to get over to White. White's going to have a chance to get over across. Oh, Martin's there. See, we keep having stuff like that too, where we get in a good spot and then just, you know, can't get past the defenders or deflected off the post or the bar or whatever. It's like we have elements of good moments. We're usually, you know, pretty high on possession, or at least pretty close to even. We tend to have a lot of shots, just not always, you know, high quality shots. So we'll see. We'll see if we can keep it up and start developing a little bit over time. I mean, in theory, if we are going to continue to develop as the season progresses, I mean, maybe the beginning of the season is when we're the worst. And then as we progress through the season and we start to develop more and more, maybe our players will get better and better. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just wishful thinking. Obviously, we've seen enough times where our seasons have fallen apart in the second half of the season where we're playing good in the first half, but I think the opposite can happen too as your team starts to develop better. There you go. Look at that. Moyo gets to Mentis. Mentis in a great spot, gets a good goal. I mean, we're seeing some good stuff from our young players here, although Moyo isn't necessarily a young player, but Mentis is playing well for an 18-year-old kid. Actually, I think he's 19 now. But like I said, moments of greatness, and then followed by moments of what was that from our defense. Hopefully we don't see a moment of what was that here right now, right before halftime. I'd like to go into halftime up something, guys. Come on now. Penny gets a header up there. Mentis is there. He turns around, gets it over to White. White pushing it up a little bit. He's going to cut across inside here. He's kind of getting crowded out a little bit by Mentis. But Kellerman over to Sterling. Oh, close one. Not quite there, though. All right, we're going to take our lead into halftime. That is good to see. Things are going well. We're capable of even better. I agree with that, honestly. Even though this is a number 4 team in the league, I think we're better than that. If the result stands, we would be putting ourselves in 12th spot, which honestly, considering how the season's gone, is not bad. 12th spot is a comfortable mid-table finish and would keep us safe for another season, you know? All right, let's get White out of here. He's on a yellow card and on a 6.3. We'll bring Hemmings in here. All right, come on, guys. All right, we got a throw in here from Penny. Penny gets it inside to nobody. And it looks like we're going to get a counterattack here from Filed. This is how we've given up most of the goals that have been scored against us. Or at least the ones I remember, because these are the ones that are most painful, are these counterattacks. Now, this one, not quite as much of a counterattack anymore. We are able to get our defenders back now. So here they come just on a normal attack. But the counterattacks, we've given up so many goals on counterattack. It's very, very painful to see. And look, they're going to get one right here. Yep, I knew it. I was going to say, see, like I said, we're playing well against Filed, number 4 team in the league. We're putting up some good effort. We got a goal, went up early, and then we just give up one late. And it would not surprise me if we gave up a couple more goals and they score. They win the game 3-1 at this point. Like, we play well, we just can't maintain. We can't stay consistent the whole game. All right, we're gonna do another sub here. I mean, Omari Sterling James here, not playing well. He's also on a yellow, and he's also complacent. Let's bring Kobe Arthur in here, see what he can do. Come on, guys. This is our home fans. They deserve to see a great game from us today. It looks like, I mean, we're going to, best we're going to get is a draw, which against the number 4 team. A draw is probably an acceptable result, but obviously I would like a better result. I mean, who wouldn't? I know that's stating the obvious, but I'm just trying to say, like, what are we okay with? What do we need? At this point, we don't need a win. It would be great to get a win. I would be satisfied with the draw. A loss here would be expected, honestly, against the number 4 team and based on how we've been playing. But not with the result we want. Oof, that was a close one. Come on, guys. Let's clear this one out. Let's at least hold on for the draw here, guys. Come on. All right, looks like Arthur's going to get his head on that one. But again, only back up to pond here. And they're just going to grab past our defense and go straight for goal. See, oh, good. Thankfully, that was just allowed. But that's a lot of the same thing we've been seeing, where they just lob it over past our defense, which is normal in the Vanarama National North and South, even the National League proper. You're going to get a lot of just lobbed over the defense, go for goal. And that's pretty typical. I mean, holding on for a draw here is a good result, but considering we went up early and I thought we played pretty well overall, not a result we wanted. I mean, we did have a slightly better XG, but they did have a pretty good XG as well. To be honest, we were probably fairly evenly matched in this game. And that's why I feel like if we're evenly matched and it's a home game for us, we should be the ones winning. So unfortunately there, but we at least got a point. Keep ourselves alive a little bit longer. And I mean, we're in 15th. Not only 3 points shy of relegation, though. So we're very definitely much closer to relegation than we are to the promotion side of things. But we are still very much mid-table at the moment. All right, we'll be right back for our game against Leamington, I think it is. Yep, Leamington in just a moment. All right, we are back for our game against Leamington here. And this is definitely a critical game for us. This is a winnable game for us, an opportunity for us to pick up 3 points. And that is my expectation. We're playing a little bit more of a rotated squad today just because some of our guys are not fully fit. I mean, they're still green, but not amazingly, not the maximum green they can be. So we'll play as many of the other guys as we can. We do have a couple guys in here that are still at that only good condition just because we just didn't have anybody else to sub in for them. But we got Richards on the left, Taylor and Lowe in the middle, Austin on the right. Prosser comes into the deep line playmaker role. Arthur and Kellerman up front of him. Sterling James on the left. Hemmings comes in on the right-hand side for Jaden White. Jaden White isn't low on condition right now, but he just hasn't been playing well lately. So we're just going to give him a little bit of a rest and just kind of give him an opportunity to just kind of collect himself, and we'll see about bringing him in later. And then we got Mentis, as usual, up front in his normal spot. Let's get this game out of the way. Come on, guys. We need a win here, guys. I like how I'm giving my my dressing room team discussion in front of you guys where they're not going to hear that. But anyway, we should be actually, we should be comfortably winning this game. I kind of agree with that. Come on, guys. Let's get some good result here. All right, we got to throw in here from Lowe into Prosser. Prosser gets it back over to Kellerman. Kellerman gets it across. Sterling is there. Amari Sterling James, his 6th goal of the season. That is what the kind of the play that we need to see right there. Good stuff from him. I mean, we got, like I said, we have the ability to play well. Now, granted, I say that. We are still in the Vanarama National North, so it's inconsistent on both sides, right? I mean, that's the whole point of in this level of competition, is that both teams are typically going to be fairly inconsistent a lot of times. I mean, you're not, half the teams are usually not always professional. They're a lot of them are like non-professional teams, and the ones that are professional, you know, which I think ours should be, right? Because we're able to give actual contracts. Non-professional, or even professional teams like ours, they're not going to be like the most amazing players in the world. They're still going to be obviously 10 times better than anything I could do. But, you know, this is a lower level, you know, that is going to be, oh, there we go. Another great play. And so if we start playing well, you know, it could just be the other team's just having a bad day, things like that. So it's not quite the same as at the higher levels where, you know, you don't expect people to make the same types of mistakes, but it still feels good to play well, even at this level. And we are. And that's the thing. We've done this before, though. Gone up 2-0 in a game, or 1-0 in a game, you know, scored early and it felt like we controlled the first half and then just completely gave it up in the second half. So that's what we've got to hold up against, is not giving up the progress that we've already made in this game in that second half. Can we be consistent for 2 halves of a game? I mean, I heard a rumor that the football match is in fact 90 minutes long. It's not 45 minutes long. It is in fact 90 minutes long, and you've got to be consistent for the full run. All right, guys, come on. Leamington coming into this game was the 20th ranked team in the league. This would drop them down to 21st, but our roundabouts there. So like I said, this is a team we should be getting some points on. This would put us up in the 13th spot if the result stands as is. Prosser gets it over to Richards, back over to Low. Low to Richards, back over to nobody. And again, there's, type of the thing that you're going to see. A mistake like that lets loose their striker on an easy goal. Okay, thankfully that one was disallowed, but only probably by a little bit. That is the exact type of counterattack we've seen scored against us so many times in this game. We can't even see it because he's too far behind. But yeah, okay, well, he was pretty far past. I mean, so that time we got a little bit lucky that he was too far past, but we've been scoring on those types of goals so many times. And maybe that's just a state of the line that we've got on our defensive side of things. Maybe I need to shift that around or shift some of the instructions around. Another great skull or gore. That was a great gore, guys. I mean, I can't believe he sculled that. Anyway, no. Great goal. Awesome score. I'll be all right, guys. First goal for Kobe Arthur. So good stuff from him already. That's good to see. He's one of our younger guys too, isn't he? Let's see. He's what? 18? Oh, no. He's a different guy. I was thinking somebody else. Who am I thinking of that's in there? We have another guy that's got a similar name that is a little bit younger. All right. Looks like Richards is a bit tired, which we expected. The two guys that we brought in that were not full condition, I expected them to get a little bit tired early on. We'll bring on the guy we were going to bring earlier, but I decided to swap him out just because I'd rather at least get someone who's halfway decent in there for a bit. Looks like Mentis is actually not having a great game. We'll bring Morgan Smith in here, give him an opportunity to give a few minutes. We're actually trying to move Morgan Smith on. He's not happy about the fact that he's training poorly. Like, he's been training abysmally, and I've been kind of letting, hey, dude, pick up your training, buddy. And he's not happy with the fact that I even mentioned his name, apparently, or something. I don't know. He's very grumpy. So we're going to see if we can move him on. We haven't been using him. Mentis is good enough to stay in that starting role right now. Low moves it into Sterling. Sterling gets it back over to Low. Low gets it back to Humphreys. We're going to pick up a fourth goal here before the end of the game. Prosser with the ball, or are we going to give up a counterplay? Prosser back over to Arthur. Sterling again. Across to nobody. And okay, I thought there was going to be a start of a counter, but it's not. Austin now with the ball. Pushing it up to Humphreys. Or sorry, Hemmings. Hemmings. And Prosser, Morgan Smith is on offsides. Yeah, I was going to say, he's big time offsides. So that was something we've seen a lot. Every time I bring Morgan Smith on, he's just offsides by a mile a lot of times. I don't know what his... I don't get it. Like, he's not... Give me Mentis any day of the week. I know that Morgan Smith is a skilled player, but at least in the representation of this game, he has been making so many mistakes anytime I've given him an opportunity to come onto the field. So I really need to get him moved on, find me somebody else or something like that. Just get him out of here because he's really not doing what we need him to do. In fact, how much would that save us in wages if we moved him on? If we go back over here to contract, who is our most expensive contract? I mean, Sterling James is up there. The Kobe Arthur guy, Kellerman, Hemmings, those guys make sense. Where is... Oh, there he is, Sterling James. Yeah, that's 750 pounds per week. Moving him on would be... Oh, not him. Sorry. It is Morgan Smith. I get the two confused. I promise. I'm going to be okay. That's another reason we got to move him on, because I keep getting them confused. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually, we're going to go ahead and offer out to clubs. His value's actually dropped. Last time I offered, his value was 6.25. Now it's dropped down to 4.9. That tells you something too. I mean, his value is plummeting. I don't know if we can even get any. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if we got anything for him. We just need to get him out of here to get him off the wage budget so we can get some other players in. All right. Well, brings in new faces. Yeah, good stuff. Sterling James played pretty well. We'll take it. And, I mean, so far this month, not the worst form ever, right? Even this game against Bly, we put up a couple goals. We played okay. We just gave up some stuff late. So starting to see some evidence of some good things here and there. But how long is that going to hold on? Who knows? We'll see. But the next game you guys are going to see is probably going to be the Darlington Gloucester game down here in late January. By then, maybe we've moved some guys on. Maybe we brought some more guys in. We'll find out. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.